Hi everyone, this is Manyu. Previously, on the last episode of my life, before I actually learned to meditate, I had no idea about the way that thinking and the identification with thought could affect you and how it does affect your life. I didn't realize that. I just figured, all the thoughts and the thinking was just that's normal. And everybody does it, and everybody does it a different way. However, when I learned to ascend, which is the type of meditation that I do, when I learned to meditate, I started to recognize that all thoughts come and go. All thoughts have a beginning and an end. However, because of certain habits and in certain ways that we view our thoughts, we identify with them. And when we identify with the thoughts, we begin this process of thinking. And then that right there, whatever we're thinking about affects our experience of life. If you're thinking about something that's something that happened to you that's sad, and you constantly identify with that, you're gonna create this state of sadness. Same thing with something that happened, that if you had some trauma in your life, you identify with that can create some levels of stress and create some levels of anxiety, in your life. More and more people are starting to recognize that, they have thoughts, they're the thoughts come and go, and that they're not their thoughts, which is a very cool thing. However, one of the things that I'd like to address today is that the idea that the thought itself has to change. The content of the thought has to change. For example, I was talking about something sad, something that happened to you, somebody passed away, somebody left. And then all of a sudden that thought continues to come up, and we sometimes believe that we have to change this thought. In order for us to experience more peace and happiness, the thought itself has to change. But if you look at it from a different way, right? Look at it from this way. All thoughts have a beginning and an end. All thoughts come and go. And so when you begin to recognize all thoughts come and go, you start to also realize that you have thoughts, so you're not your thoughts. And that's a big deal right there, because if you recognize you have thoughts, but you're not your thoughts, then really it's just a matter of not identifying with them so frequently. Then it's a matter of letting go of the condition of identification. By doing that, you start to recognize it's not about the content of the thought. It's not about the quality of the thought. It's not about actually how many thoughts you even have. It's your relationship to thoughts, your relationship to your mind. That's a big key picture right there, ladies and gentlemen. Because if you can see that it's not about trying to change this, it's simply about the ability to observe it, to watch it, and not identify with it, then these thoughts that previously would cause some type of stress, some kind of maybe sadness or anger or something, these thoughts don't have to change. It's the ability to actually just allow them to be, and then all of a sudden then they move by. Just like all thoughts come and go, all thoughts come and go, they pass by like clouds on a summer day. Recognizing that you're not your thoughts is a very, very key element, regardless of whatever type of meditation practice that you do. So if you can remember, don't try to change your thoughts. It's not about trying to change that. It's not trying to change the content or the memory. It's about allowing the thoughts to actually just be as they are without identifying with them. And as you begin to practice with that, just by observing, by witnessing, you start to recognize they can just move very, very quickly, and they don't cause any friction or stress or trauma any longer. So I would advise you to play with that and see how that goes. If you like the content of the videos and what we're sharing with you, please press the like button and subscribe to our channel, and come back and visit us anytime that you like. Also, if you're interested in a meditation practice, specifically the one that I practice, check the link below and you'll find the Ashaya's Ascension.